Welcome to yet another rendition and slightly postponed in today of Full Fail Army. I am your absent host, Elliot Red Rogers. So we would have already had this news bite out to you, but during our post-production process, our innate immaculate in stupidity took over and decided we should, clean some files. Our hard drive is getting a little, stuffed. So let's go on a deleting spree. Yes, and then of course, yes, I deleted everything. So note to self, you have a very bad naming nomenclature. Change that and change it now. Anyway, we're going to get on to some news. Here's the Full Fail news, bite-sized news that we normally bring to you about like an hour ago, maybe two by now. Yeah, not doing well. Not doing well at all. One, thing after another, one day after another. If it goes 1 month after another, oh. Hey, alright, welcome back to this news thing that we'd like to do with some news. So, in this news article, we've got some interesting stuff that we're going to start off with. A bit of PSVR. That's right. So, first thing is the PlayStation CEO says that Mr. Jim Ryan, that the future of VR won't arrive until after 2021. He says that there's no future in that? That does not make much sense to me at all. I mean, okay, so things have been changed hands recently in Sony. It's been obvious. There's been a lot of different marketing campaigns, new, I guess, positions must have changed. I don't know if you know this, but Mr. Sean Layden, head of Worldwide Studios, left. That says a lot. It was actually Mr. Layden who was one of the champions and pioneered the PSVR. And that also raises questions because now they're saying, well, you can get the PSVR adapter for the PS5, but we're not announcing or thinking anything of the PS5? What's going on there? I mean, maybe they're thinking about core IPs, maybe they're thinking of other features, but it also rings bells about how they were slowly starting to kill off the Vita. What's going on there? Is it like some inner turmoil? Do they just not like extra platforms? Do they hate splitting the team? Can they not handle multiple platforms at this time? What's going on? But the thing is, where's the VR going to be? There has no future. It's not hit there yet. I mean, oh my gosh. They were actually doing well in terms of sales. They were actually beating some PC head units. I'm not understanding the logic here. Not at all. So, quite confusing. But, yeah. It actually speaks a lot for where VR is going to be, so a lot of the best stuff's going to be on PC. Hey, okay, welcome back, and we're going to get on to the next piece of news, and for that, we're going to turn to Warhammer. That's right, however, this is not going to be tabletop, and this is not going to be normal console. This is going to be Warhammer VR, that's right. Just on the recent heels of the announcement of the Warhammer 40,000 Battle Sister, which Pixel Toys is planning to release sometime this year, Carbon Studio, the developers behind the Wizards and Alice VR, today announced that they're working for a new made-for-VR game set in the Warhammer universe. This is going to be called Warhammer Age of Sigmar Tempestfall, and it's VR exclusive, set to arrive on PC and Quest sometime in 2021. Little is known about it, but this is awesome because now we have both universes, old and futuristic, in the world of VR for Warhammer. That's great. There's, let's see. There's actually here we go. There's a tidbit here. Ready? Become a mighty Lord Arcanum, wielder of storm magic, and lead a Stormcast Eternal task force to recover your brethren's lost souls. Walk the stylish lands of and battle the forces of using a variety of melee weapons, staves, motion-based abilities, and magic. That sounds quite nice. Now, if I could just get the names down, okay, let's get into some more of this news. We got some news right around the corner somewhere here under this thing here, Bob. Alright, so, let's talk about more VR. This time we're going to be talking about the Blair Witch. That's right. So, we're actually not talking about the 2019 edition. See, the 2019 edition came out last year, which was 2019. So now we're talking about the Quest edition, which is actually here coming out soon, maybe like next month, before the end of the year, that's for sure. So basically, if you ever heard the thing about games being built off of a movie franchise, they're never really good. They always have some problem with them. Bad development, no development history, no funding, no vision. bad movie. I mean, you never know what it could be, really, honestly. But thankfully, this is not suffering from that at all. This is kind of like Friday the 13th video game reboot that was redone. It was brilliantly awesome until they stopped all support for it for some reason. Anyway, we're talking about this is coming out. Actually, I think it came out today, yesterday. I'm not too sure, depending on when it came out with us. Anyway, this is rebuilt for the Quest, so there's been, of course, a D-res, as you want to call it. The graphic fidelity has been lower, but that actually helps in this sort of situation because this is sort of dark and foreboding. So high contrast and, high details, maybe not what you're looking for, especially if you want that dark psychological thriller horror type thing, which is what VR is basically made for. No spoilers here, so don't want to tell you about what's going on with it. However, yes, this is of course psychological horror, so there's jump scares abound. I mean, just sign up for it, it's going to happen. If you ever played Paranormal Activity, the cool function with this thing is you got your camera, just like you do in the Blair Witch. It's actually how you do a lot of the gameplay, solve a few of the puzzles. Same with your mobile phone, you actually do quite a lot of that. So it's not bad. It's about what, $30, developed by Bloober team. Sorry, Blobber. Yeah. Depending on which side of the pond you have to talk to someone saying that. Anyway, so gameplay. What's it like? What is it? You just walk around looking for some chick in a forest? No, you're an ex-cop looking for a kid that was taken into this, these history, the history. Wow, yeah, into the historic forest. Excuse-moi. What was this at? Black Hills Forest, I want to say it's called. Yeah, and of course, there's monsters while you're not sure. It's sort of like a Cthulhu-ish thing going on. You don't know if they're real, if it's your own panic going on. There's some dialogue, you try to work through your stuff there. I don't want to get too much into it and give too much away, but it actually kind of looks good. It got some really decent reviews and garnered enough for a Quest subsequent not spiritual successor, but successor. Not even that. Wow, I'm just twisting my words here. Anyway, so play it.